is your name?
White Owl is my Indian name. Jim Tucker or Saul is my real name.
Hope I have half that energy at that age. We need more of that. Why not? 51,910 here. That's an
I thought I was perfectly normal Christian young boy. I didn't smoke, drink, I didn't do anything. I was pretty protected, rose-colored world. Boy, did I get woke up. Finally went in, put myself in a mental hospital because it was all I could hear when, you know, my night dreams became daydreams. I mean, I could hear 50 cows and bombs going off all the time during the day. I'd just freak out. I'd want to go hide, cover my ears, but it was in my head. And I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't think, I couldn't do anything. I came here in the 70s because I had been suffering and not being able to work. I thought I'd go to school. And that's where I found these books on Agent Orange, called Dioxin. Where they had sprayed, if you were hanging around for very long, you could see everything just turn dead. There are 27 different symptoms that come with Agent Orange, and I had 23 of them. I got prostate cancer eventually.
People like White Owl should be taken care of. They shouldn't become, you know, the refuse of our society and left, left on the street. A quarter of all homeless people are veterans. A lot of these people are not getting the care that they need to get back into the society and to stay in society, and that's something that we need to be aware of. A lot of people don't want to check out someone like him or some of the people that he likes to hang out with, and it's really sad because those people have, they're like a novel waiting to be read.
I was asked to speak at WESCO. It was American Studies. She was one of the first to thank me, and I thought she said, "You don't know how much that meant to me." I guess I picked it up, I don't know. But so I prayed that night, and I asked God if I could speak to her another time, because I'd never seen her before.
I think I came up like every day for like a whole week, and then we just hung out like all the time for hours.
She asked me one day if I wanted to go eat with her, and I was just like taken aback. I'm like, what? We hung out maybe 6, 8, 10 hours a day, every day after.
Yeah.
She came back up to WESCO, and then she knew I'd be up there. Rock and roll! Oh no! Got a date! Can't be late! Oh yeah! It's an 8! Oh yeah! Oh no! Rock and roll!
Where is it? My autograph right there. The White Owl.
You are a celebrity. I have to say it.
That's what people tell me, but I don't think of myself that way. If I did, I'd be probably some kind of egotistical maniac. I mean, sure, it's fun, but it's like Julia, who I fell in love with, and she fell in love with me, is that they see me totally different than what I am. I've become more of an icon than the reality of who I am. You know what I'm saying?
He's just really a character of the city. When the college is in town and things are going, he's usually up and down the streets. A lot of kids love him. I really enjoy talking to him. He's just common as they come.
I mean, everybody knows White Owl. If he comes up to you, I feel like there's automatically a connection. So I would say that I do know White Owl. He was last spotted, I think, sometime in the late fall, for me at least, and then it seems like he kind of flew south for the winter.
I see him around. I see him at a lot of games. I don't go to too many games. What I mean to say is I see him on TV at games.
I think he needs to get some new clothes. That's what I think.
I know where it started. It started by the Fox Sports News. They started running me on every highlight that KU was on last year after it was the Nebraska game is where I first was on caught on video, and that's on YouTube. And that one has last time I checked, 56,000 hits just for that one video. But there are several others, and all together there's over 100,000 hits of me on YouTube.
I saw him in a vehicle the other day that was doing like all this graffiti and all this stuff, and there was a young lady, I believe was his wife, in a car.
I don't know if they ever got married.
All of a sudden it was like my friend from high school is extremely different from what I can understand is marrying this old guy.
Someone asked me, I think it was from the Kansas City Star, he said, "So, are you ready to be married to a celebrity?" And I said, "Well, I'm not afraid," but I think I was. And I didn't really notice until I was overwhelmed and it hit me.
I was going to go to his wedding actually, but then I read that it was canceled. They were taking things slow, but I don't know much about it besides that.
We called it off because of, one, she didn't know, she's still having trouble with the fame. I am too, but not like she is. I kind of play it and just enjoy it and try to give people what they want. White Owl, doing my dance, signatures, whatever they want. All I wanna know, do you love me like I love you? All I wanna know, will you help me save the world? Will you be kind? Will you be mine just like I love you? Will you hold me hand? And will you join me across this grand land?
Years ago, when we were youngsters, so to speak, he used to work at a record store here called Penny Lane Records.
But we broke Cocteau Twins, Cowboy Junkies, Lucinda Williams, all on Rough Trade and very small independent labels. And we broke them to national artists. We got gold records for Rosanne Cash's, Melissa Etheridge, and Celine Dion, like I said, Katie Lang.
Years ago, he used to he used to have a whole wall of pictures of like musicians and celebrities that he had met and interviewed and such when he was, when he was doing the music stores. I don't know if he was writing like reviews on bands or something for a while. Like I said, this is when I was like a kid.
I used to write for The Pitch when it was a music paper before it was sold, and I wrote from 82 through 89.
Came here, he's one of the very first friends I ever made. Connected with a large circle of friends who are artists, musicians, healers. Saul is one of those type of people that I think more people should get to know about his life.
My dad was a minister, so we traveled around.
Saul was more interested in what his dad was doing. He was always there to see what he was doing, and he wanted to know more about the church and the ministry and stuff like that. He was an amazing man, I would have to say. He was funny as hell, he was friendly as hell, he was warm, he was just an amazing guy, and Saul got a lot of what Grandpa Tucker had.
He was my mentor. I asked him 5 to walk with him to his business, his church, and he said, yeah, I'll take you by the hand. And so I walk over and he said, now you can go and play. And I said, no, I want to walk with you. I started preaching at 9. I walked in there, I couldn't read Dick and Jane, and I sat down and as he had the Bible open, I started reading it.
More so than most people you will ever meet. Very definitely marches to his own drummer. He is so much an individual. People are fascinated by that, and they want to find out how this man does it,
So I ended up on his doorstep one time, about 5 years ago, or almost 6 years ago. I can't remember, it's been so long now. But I've been calling him my spiritual guru ever since. I was kind of like lost in the world, having some troubles. I was about 22, I guess, at the time, and it was just kind of a hangout place, but it was a lot of good talking. We had really good conversations, and that's something that I missed, and a lot of the kids and their perspective on things. So he really spoke into my life. That first night that I met him, actually, I just started crying. I couldn't even explain it. It was just this overwhelming sense like bubbling up inside of me or something. It was amazing. I couldn't explain it, and that just really stuck with me. I knew that was something I needed to be there for.
At 61, I'm not done. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna cheer with all my might. I'm active. I learn from life. I learn from experience, and I hope to teach others, not like a teacher, but to inspire people. You inspire them to take part in life, to not just go get obliterated and forget about life, but to enjoy it. And most people don't do that. That's why I used to run around KU and say, wake up, and I still do, because it is to the spirit of KU, but it's more about life. You get the idea.
Yeah.
The popular Lawrence figure known as White Owl is in jail tonight. His real name is Jimmy Tucker, and the 62-year-old man was arrested Thursday for not showing up in court. Tucker's accused of violating a protection order in which his 23-year-old ex-fiance is listed as a witness. The KU fanatic is also accused of violating a diversion in a marijuana case. He's also scheduled to appear in court. That's cute.